He who does not know how to be silent will not know how to speak. Silence is only frightening to people who are compulsively verbalizing. Silence is an ocean. Speech is a river. When the ocean is searching for you, don't walk into the river. Listen to the ocean. Silence is not only never thirsty, but also never brings pain or sorrow. In the attitude of silence, the soul finds the path in a clearer light. The world will be happier if men had the same capacity to be silent that they have to speak. Silence is the ultimate weapon of power. Silence is the element in which great things fashion themselves. He who does not understand your silence will probably not understand your words. In the silence of the heart, God speaks. Sometimes one creates a dynamic impression by saying something, and sometimes one creates as significant an impression by remaining silent. Silence is the great teacher, and to learn its lessons, you must pay attention to it. Silence is a fence around wisdom. Silence is the perfect test herald of joy. The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. Silence is the most powerful scream. Silence is a sounding thing to one who listens hungrily. Silence will carry your voice like the nest that holds the sleeping birds. Only in silence, the word. Only in dark, the light. Only in dying, life. Silences make the real conversations between friends. Not the saying, but the never needing to say is what counts. After silence, that which comes nearest to expressing the inexpressible is music. Silence is the sanctuary of the prudent. Silence is the pause in me when I am near to God. Fools believe silence is a void needing to be filled. The wise understand there is no such thing as silence. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. Silence is one of the great arts of conversation. In silence and movement, you can show the reflection of people. Silence is the sleep that nourishes wisdom. The most profound statements are often said in silence. Never break the silence if not to improve it. Silence is a text easy to misread. The true genius shudders at incompleteness, imperfection, and usually prefers silence to saying the something which is not everything that should be said. Silence is the unbearable repartee. Silence is the mother of truth. The desert has its holiness of silence, the crowd its holiness of conversation. Everything in life is speaking, in spite of its apparent silence. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. Music is the silence between the notes. Silence is argument carried out by other means. Silence is the most perfect expression of scorn. Every word is like an unnecessary stain on silence and nothingness. Silence is the voice of complicity. True silence is the rest of the mind, and is to the spirit what sleep is to the body, nourishment and refreshment. Silence is the universal refuge. A man is known by the silence he keeps. Silence is the garden of thought. I like the muted sounds, the shroud of grey, and the silence that comes with fog. Silence is one of the hardest arguments to refute. Deep vengeance is the daughter of deep silence. To silence criticism is to silence freedom.